How's it going? It's Rocky. It's week number 3 of our $2,000 weekly challenge. It's Sunday, January 17th at 3 p.m. If you're watching my content for the first time, I like to document my trading on the micro E-mini futures. There are 4 indexes that I could trade: the S&P 500, the Dow, the Nasdaq, or the Russell. I choose to trade the micro E-mini Dow because it's what I'm comfortable with. If you're trading for the first time, or maybe even if you've been trading for a while, what you'll realize is it's best to trade what's good for you and what works for you. So what I'm sharing right now is something you could try, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's comfortable with the way you're trading. So basically, on the left is what you're seeing here are 5-minute candles. So this is my time chart. What that means is for every candle that you see represents 5 minutes. And on the right is tick chart. So what that means is for every candle, it's 512 trades. That's what I chose, 512 ticks. But there's a lot of other options for that. You can go up to 2,000. Let me just show you what the options are. So for the ticks itself, you have 133 all the way up to 3,200 ticks. And why 512? Well, with my back testing and just doing this, it just, that's what I'm comfortable with, 512 ticks. Again, there's no wrong or right answer. It's just really what works for you based on your strategy and whatnot. What I look for when I'm entering a trade is basically an agreement between the MACD right here and the stochastic RSI. And as a confirmation, I also look at how it's doing on the tick chart itself. So let's go with this one, for example. So this is the 1045 candle on the left here. I was actually on the long trade, and I ended up switching position where I ended up shorting it because I saw that the trend, the probability of the trend of going down was there. So you could see the stochastic RSI was trending down to an oversold area. And basically on the MACD itself, you saw the blue line cross over the yellow line here. So normally, I like to wait until both lines on the MACD are below the 0. But with this, something I've been doing lately is I've been more aggressive per se in entering it when the MACD is still above the 0 line. And what gave me confidence on that is when I looked at the tick chart on the right, it's also the same thing. The MACD crossed and the stochastic RSI was heading on the oversold area. So what I did was essentially I shorted 7 contracts, and I had an average of 30,806. So I denoted this by this horizontal white line here. And as you can tell, from 10:45 to about 12:40, so it's about 1 hour trade. When it started trending down some more, I exited at 30,738.50. What happened? I wish I recorded live video of this, but when I reach my goal, which is usually about 20 ticks, I place an OCO order and I just adjust over time. So that's why I was topped out of it. No regrets with it. Sure, I could have, gained a lot more by letting it run, but as long as I hit my minimum goal, I'm happy with that, and anything after that is pretty much gravy. So for week number 3 of our $2,000 weekly challenge trading the micro E-mini futures, our starting cash balance is $7,584.36. So the hope is at the end of the week that we are at $9,584.36. If you look at my previous videos, week number 1 we were in the red, but week number 2 we got some profits, modest profit, but it's headed in the right direction. And hopefully for week number 3 it'll be a lot better week for us. Hey everyone, it's 5 o'clock p.m. on Sunday, January 17th. It's about 2 hours since the market started. I actually did enter a trade. My intent today was just to show you my starting cash balance, but it's also nice to show you that my strategy does have a high probability of working. So on the left, on our time chart, you can see that we entered a trade at 4:10 p.m. and we basically opened a contract, 4 contracts to go long, or since we're bullish on it. And the reason for that is the stochastic RSI was heading up and the MACD was about to cross. So it's a bit of a risk for me to do that. Normally I wait for it to cross. However, if you look on the right on the tick chart here, it already crossed on the MACD, and that's why it gave me confidence. I was seeing, based on the candles, that was two consecutive, it's a higher high, so it's a bullish candle, and that's the reason why I took that. So here you can see on our PL for the day, or what's open, we're up about $106, so subtract the $20 for the commissions and fees. What I wanted to show you here essentially is me placing the OCO OCO bracket to exit the order. OCO means one cancels the other, where on the top of it is a limit order and on the bottom it's a stop order, which I sometimes change to a trailing stop. So we're just gonna place it here, and then we might get stopped out rather quickly, but if not, if it'll take longer, then what I'll do is I'll just fast forward this portion of the video itself. So 4 contracts, our goal is 16 ticks. Normally that's my default, but we're obviously way above the 16 tick mark. So what I'm going to do here is, so we entered at 36.50, we're now at 37.05. It's about 55 ticks. So let's just say 40 ticks here on so 40 ticks will bring us to 30,690. So that's where our stop is. And then for our limit, anything is possible, but let's just keep it at 730, which is the high for the day. So as you can see right there, there's your bracket. And basically what happens here is I already locked in the profit. Whenever I place this, I never adjust the stop to go down. I only go up to lock in more profits. So we'll see how this goes. Since I'm doing other things right now and I'm happy with the gain that we have, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change this to a trailing stop. So we will do a trailing stop of about 10 ticks. Sounds about right. So I will confirm and send that. So what that means is, a trailing stop is you have that delta of 10 from the current market price, and as it moves, it'll also move. If it moves in the direction like going up, you see how you went to 704, this also went to, it's going up, so you have this delta of 10. But if it goes down, it'll maintain where that trailing stop was. And it's something I like to do, so I'm not watching it the entire time, or I don't have any emotions going on, to keep it more mechanical. So we'll let that be, and then at the end I'll show you how we actually came out on this trade. So again, that's our OCO bracket. Please pay attention to our PL open, PL day here, and here and there you might see me try to adjust my bracket. All right, enjoy the rest of this. Either in like what I said, if it'll take longer, then I'll fast forward it. Oh. So there you go. You saw that we were stopped out at 3702.5. So let me just draw that vertical line so visually you can see exactly what happened there. So I'll put an orange line because we were long. So that's a nice little trade that we had. And it's a 2-hour trade if you count, when we started looking at the market itself. And then I'm going to show you actually what the actual gain is here to make it clear. Bring out the calculator. So what we ended with is $7,669.10. We subtract what we started with, which is $7,584.36. So that trade itself netted us $84.74. So gross profit, it will show you there that our gross was 104, but due to the fees and commissions, that brings our net profit to basically $84.74. Again, you might ask, why am I using ThinkOrSwim TD Ameritrade with such high fees and contracts. And really, it's just because I'm still scaling up. It's actually a good thing because if I had access to more contracts with lower margin, I don't quite have the confidence and experience to do that, and that brings me to a higher risk of blowing up my account. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, being able to show you my starting cash balance, the reasons why I enter and exit a trade, and also a real live video of me exiting a trade. So hopefully at the end of the week, I'll have a nice, great update that we've passed $2,000. But either way, our goal is to end the week in green. Okay, I'll see you next time.